I am excited to share some of our experiences by focusing on the three types of technology that Pat mentioned, SaaS, suites, and social, and how you can improve your business and bring better value to your clients and your team. I don't know about you, but I don't think about our competition. We only compete against our former selves. We aren't perfect, and we can always get better. But everything that we do is focused on improvement. We work with clients who like our process, value that we provide, sorry about that. Clients that trust us, and we trust them. I didn't come from a construction background, but I always enjoyed building things. In college, I was interested in both art and science. I was almost an art major, but I decided to go with biology, obviously. My senior year art project, however, we were tasked with building a shelter. So I went out into the woods, found a group of saplings, bent them together, tied them in place, and then I wrapped them with corn stalks and ringed it with corn cobs that I borrowed from an Amish farmer late one night. Weeks later, a group of us went out to the shelter to have a beer picnic, and we discovered a poem that someone had written. They didn't know who had constructed it, and it impressed me so much that something that I had built had impressed someone so much that they felt compelled to write about it. That thought has stayed with me, and I often think about that poem when we complete a project for our clients. We aren't just adding a room or changing cabinets and countertops. We are changing people's lives and improving the places where they live. I actually have that picture on my desk at work, and despite looking for several hours, I know I have the poem somewhere. That was the extent of my construction experience until we moved to Athens 22 years ago for my wife to get her PhD from the University of Georgia. Athens was supposed to be a temporary stop in our lives, and we had no intention of staying, but that would change. No, we weren't teenagers, and yes, I am in my mid-40s. When we first moved to Athens, I was working remotely for a software reseller. Unfortunately, they succumbed to the dot-com bubble, and so I had to do something else to augment my wife's $700 a month stipend. Fortunately, we had put a small down payment on our first house, so we got to work fixing up the one asset we had, our home. We were also fortunate to get guidance and wisdom from a family friend in South Carolina, and after a quick sale of our 900 square foot home, we were off to be flippers and infill spec builders. We're actually sitting on the front porch of that first home. At that point, I had no intention of having either employees or clients, but of course that would change as well. Thanks to the Great Recession, our spec building dreams were over, and I started doing small repair jobs for paying clients. Then I did more jobs. Then bigger jobs started coming my way. Then I had to do it. I had to hire someone. One thing I did know was that if I were to build a business beyond my capabilities, I was going to need to surround myself with knowledgeable people. I'm proud to say we currently have 34 employees, 6 of whom are formerly licensed contractors. We have an office building, vans, trucks, equipment. We complete around 100 remodels a year, ranging from a few $1,000s to over $1 million. And in the last 18 years, we've completed almost $50 million worth of projects. We are a team, and we approach everything from a process perspective. I truly believe if you don't have a system, you don't have a business. One of our team members, Liam, who's a lead carpenter, is a former MMA fighter. He continues to train people in the martial arts. After he retired from competition, Liam traveled the country, teaching other teachers how to lead their students. He adapted his leadership program to JOMA, and over a series of weeks, he presented it to all of our employees. We called it JOMA Building Leaders. It's a great program, portions of which are available on our YouTube channel. And one of the many things that he said that stuck with me is, slow is steady, steady is fast. A steady approach to seeking solutions to your problems can be easy. Implementing them correctly and efficiently is the real challenge. You have to start with a process. What do you do and how do you do it, step by step, for everything? Assuming you have that, which, as we know, is no small task, then I truly believe you can seek solutions to your problems. My goal is for you to take something that we have done and implement it in your own business so you can achieve tangible results. You've heard, if I can do it, you can do it, right? Well, that really is me. So how does technology fit in, and how should you deploy your resources in the most efficient way? As Pat said, we group our technology services, our stack, into 3 silos: SaaS, suites, and social. There's overlap and varying degrees of integration between them, and ideally you would have at least one, preferably more, but at least one in all 3. We all know about the shortage of skilled laborers and carpenters. Your stack can help fill the gaps where people or additional resources are not available. We currently use 10 SaaS programs. They were added over time and as the need arose. These are some of the programs that we use, but there are many comparable offerings that may work better for you. We evaluated based on our process, and each time we included multiple team members in the demos. That might sound like quite a time commitment, but it was vital for us to get feedback from the people who would ultimately be using them on a daily basis. When possible, we would utilize a free version to give the basics a run-through. Several times we decided against full implementation after testing. In one case, we skipped the free version, went for the big upfront paid version, and then shortly after canceled it. Some programs like Bamboo HR are for internal use only, but all were assessed on value. Yes, the cost was a factor, but the value I'm talking about is the ultimate value to our clients. Will this program allow us to provide better value, more efficiency, and simplified processes for our clients? If it can't do that, then the investment of time and money is not worth it. Again, starting with process, where are things breaking down? Rather than a sub handing you an invoice, texting a screenshot, or having a project manager scribble on a notepad, why not have a single email address where all invoices are sent? In our case, it's bills@jomaconstruction.com. But don't try and send one. It won't get through. It provides a consistent place for every bill, every invoice, and every receipt to go. At a predetermined time, these systems can upload batches directly from your email into the programs where they can be directed to the appropriate approver. Details can be confirmed and then synced with your accounting software. There's always a digital trail of where it is, and gone are the days of a misplaced invoice and a frustrated sub who's looking to pay his guys. We all want subs to show up on our job sites rather than the other guys, right? Projects stay on schedule and clients are happy. Paying them efficiently is half the battle. I do hear this still hear this from time to time, but the difference now is that we know who it's waiting on and why it hasn't been cleared for payment. Maybe their insurance expired and we need documentation before issuing a check. Years ago, our crews would show up Friday afternoon with their time cards. They would gather in the driveway. At that time, our office was attached to our house, and they would go back through the days trying to remember what tasks they performed and what job sites they performed them. Job costs would get confused or embellished, and clients would ultimately get frustrated that progress didn't mirror their payments. With training and oversight, we can not only see a log of their daily tasks on our phones up to the minute, but we can also verify that progress matches billing. And with the ability to upload pictures and daily updates, we can instill confidence that progress is being made. We all want happy clients who pay on time, and it starts with doing the little things right. Before SaaS programs really took off, we were looking to improve our estimating process, make it more efficient and less time-consuming. Even though we have a relatively small service area and we qualify our potential clients almost as much as they qualify us, we do a lot of estimates, a lot. Over the last 5 years, we've averaged 400 on-site consultations and an equal number of complete estimates. We call them initial cost ranges, but believe me, they are thorough. We started with an Excel sheet, then it became a Google sheet, then it had 3 tabs, then it had 10 tabs, all interlinked, so we could do accurate remodeling estimates in under 30 minutes. That's actually something that we track. Over the last 18 months, we've completed 1,043 estimates. On average, $10,000 to $25,000 jobs take 11 minutes. $50,000 to $100,000 jobs take 18 minutes. And $100,000 plus jobs take 30 minutes. In overall price ranges, our estimates average 17 minutes to complete. We also track consultation length, drive time, and review time, which are calculated separately. We teamed up with a SaaS developer on the user interface and a moonlighting coder from UGA to convert our Google Sheet to a web-based program. We call it How Much Guru. Integrating what we call dynamic modifiable templates in a prompt-based calculator, prospects can create their own estimates for select projects in under 2 minutes. Imagine if your prospects could get initial cost ranges for their projects specific to you and your cost structure directly from your website 24/7. You decide what types of projects to offer, the level of finishes that are available, and share as much or as little information as you want. From a bottom line cost range to a category total, or even line item cost and allowance amounts, you would be in complete control of your time. We're finishing up pre-beta testing this month, and if you'd like more information, we'd be happy to share it. And with the daily advancements in AI, using ChatGPT, AutoGPT, and others, you won't have to go through even what we did to find or create a solution to your own problems. Those tools, as we've heard, are available right now, and they will become an even greater part of our industry over the next few years. Productivity suites are essential. We use Google Workspace, but as we've heard, many people use Microsoft Office and others. It is the central nervous system of our business. It takes in data and provides access to whoever needs it at any time. Ideally, you would be able to access every file for every project, active or complete, from your phone. The SaaS mobile apps are wonderful, and they're becoming more robust every year. But there's still limitations with functionality, access, and storing specific data types. And even if you're Google-based and someone sends you an Excel sheet or Word doc, you can convert it with just a click. Perhaps you've had some turnover in the last few years. Being able to remove and reassign access to sensitive files can be done in a few seconds. All emails, all files, calendars, contacts, everything. A central office suite is the core of your technology stack, and with integrations, data tracking, and access control, you can keep a constant pulse on your organization. Now, when a prospect fills out a form on our website, an automatic follow-up email is sent, and their information becomes a contact in our CRM. A call is coordinated. A templatized project folder is created. A calendar meeting is set up with a Google Maps link, and an automatic email is sent. That whole process takes 30 minutes or less, and informational PDFs are included with follow-ups and with the follow-ups and confirmation emails. And even if you do have a no-show, it's usually an honest mistake, and the consultation can get rescheduled. How many times a day do you feel like saying this? Again, with CRM integration, you can not only see that the recipient received and opened your email, but how many times they opened it. And auto follow-up emails can be established even if you haven't heard back after a predetermined amount of time. The more tasks you automate, the more you can focus on running your business and managing your people. And if you live in this world, it is the people that deserve more of our attention. We approached our social media efforts the same way we did with SaaS. We decided to not only focus on our process, but also integrate our branding and community involvement. We're very light on call to action, but we still acquire 20 to 25% of our leads from our posts and landing pages. Well over 50% come from online sources, and the remaining come from yard signs and referrals. A few years ago, we decided to put a contact form on our website. My initial reaction was, nobody's going to fill out a form. I don't fill out forms. I was very wrong. We regularly get 50 to 60 form fills on our website every month, and almost 45% result in a consultation. One of the things we learned and applied from a consultant was, if you can't track it, don't do it. That might sound a little hardcore, but we track and analyze dozens of weekly, monthly, quarterly, and annual KPIs across our business operations. Many are automated, but some still require filling in a good old spreadsheet. The beauty of the social media platforms and integrations with CRMs is we have access to more information now than ever before. The key is coming up with a plan and sticking to it. Views and subscribers are nice, but how many prospects are you converting? Remember, process, value, and trust must align. If you aren't already all in on social media, then start with one platform and expand from there. The more consistent you are, the better you will get, but you have to be willing to adapt. As with everything in technology, things change. So keeping up with the technical stuff like thumbnails and formatting and audience parameters is crucial. We started with Facebook, but we secured pages on just about all of the platforms early on. Even if you aren't intending on using them, securing them is a must. We have around 10,000 subscribers on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. We post 2 to 4 times a week, and across all platforms, we had over 18 million impressions last year. To be honest, we tried TikTok, but our dance moves just did not cut it. Email blasts are a great way of keeping in touch with your contact list. Start with a template, write about events you are involved with, new employees on your team, and reuse posts from your social media feeds. Remember, amplify what you have and use it across platforms. It can be as easy as taking an old 1-minute video and making 3 shorts out of it. We send a quarterly email newsletter to our CRM contacts. We call it our JOMail. By the way, we have a lot of JOMA-isms, JOMA apparel, JOMA aging in place, JOMA archaeology. And just 10 days ago, 6 of our employees competed in a Battle of the Bands fundraiser at a local landmark venue as the Joe Mamas and the Papas. They really were amazing. One of the issues I hear from other remodelers is they don't have time to learn or enough manpower to keep up with social media. Well, like Nike has been saying for years, just do it. Have a unique feature in a home? Take a few pictures. Finishing up a project? Do a quick video walkthrough. Involved in a community service project? Tag the other people involved and post. At our Friday project manager meeting, we asked the guys if they have anything cool coming up. They do daily job logs with pictures, and sometimes we use those. Write a quick explanation and post. If you don't trust yourself or your guys, and you're not ready to hire someone, we've used platforms like Fiverr and Upwork. The gig economy has created thousands of people who are willing to edit your work, produce posts, and even come up with unique content for a fraction of what it cost just a few years ago. We pay a real estate photographer a $100 a week retainer to do finished photos, and she'll sometimes get video walkthroughs for us. Add a caption and post. Still not sure what to write for a newsletter or video? Ask ChatGPT. We've taken a few ideas and created outlines or even a series of posts using short prompts. And with AI like Revoicer and Synesthesia, you can produce voiceover or full video in minutes. The technology is getting better every day and really close to sounding human with tempo and inflections unlike me. As you can see, all of this work leads towards the same goal: adding value for your clients. As you refine your process, you are better able to focus your attention and energy on serving your clients. Embracing the most current technological tools, as well as consistently reviewing your business needs, moves you further towards that goal. And using social media in a way that fits your brand and reaches your target audience all serve to strengthen your value, not just for your clients, but for your team. And when all components are moving efficiently towards the same goal, that's when your business really takes off. And finally, I keep mentioning about providing value for your clients, which obviously is important. But what about bringing value to your own life? The sense of constant work, barely keeping up with estimates and invoicing, not really knowing which types of jobs or clients are right for you. We've certainly been there. I'm such a strong believer in establishing these systems, not only for your client value, but for the accountability, organization, and sense of calm it can bring to your life and your business. I discovered a word a few years ago, and it's been a guiding principle for us ever since: eudaimonia. An ancient Greek word, roughly understood as human flourishing. Living in a constant state of stress is no way flourishing. Our mission statement at JOMA reads, improving ourselves, our community, and our industry, one project at a time. We look for progress, not perfection. Improving ourselves, as our mission statement says, begins with being open to suggestions and new ways of considering your business. That is what you're doing here today, and I applaud you for it. Thank you for your attention. Check out what we've been doing. We even have a form you can fill out. My marketing guru, Mackenzie, put together a fantastic landing page with more information and links. And if you learned anything from COVID, now is the time to take out your cameras, aim it at the screen, and just do it.